Okay, we just took the tire off and this is what we see. Rust galore. This is the driver's side. I mean, it's all rust. Rust, rust, rust. Now, we'll take care of that later, but from like down in there where that knuckle is and that, I guess, king nut, right there where this hose goes, we'll make that look a little better. We'll replace the shock tube, probably. I was looking. Anyway, just rust. And also, something to note, you can't turn that hub to lock it into four-wheel drive. So we're about to see what's going on underneath that too. So, guess we'll see what happens. So, got the caliper off and the brake pads and the brake hose. Things are going pretty good there. And could not turn the hub in, like I said. That's got a little rust on it. I was using the claw of the hammer and it does now move and pull out. But we'll continue to go on here and get her cleaned up. Alright, there's a snap ring to take off first here. Right there's the opening to it. It's been on here a little bit, so it might be a little finicky.
There it goes.
There.
Man,
Snap ring.
shot.
That we'll put right here. Okay, next is we'll do, should be these things now.
Look
But
like
as you
moving.
can tell, this should just move with pretty good ease. This is not good.
Could be part of the problem. Huh?
Yeah, it's not. Okay, so those are starting to move around a little bit. I could take the snap ring off right now. That might be something we do. There's two of them. But let's try to get my screwdriver go. Let's see if this thing will even move. No. Jeez. Well, we'll come back when I get this figured out to get it loose. This piece has got to come out. It should just pull out, but it's locked in there for now. Alright, so I'm ready to pull this out. Didn't take but a couple minutes. I pried on it with a screwdriver and then hit around here, and then obviously it got loose and now it comes out. And yeah, it's pretty rusted up. So we'll get that all cleaned up. This thing will work like new in a little bit. Okay, so continuing on here, I'll take this snap ring off next. Okay. Should be nothing to it but to do it. Yep. Okay, now I'll have to pry and this whole thing will come out of here. Now we'll see about getting this other piece out. Hopefully it comes out. Oh boy.
Don't look
That
like
sucker is on there.
it is in there. You're gonna have to.
Oh my God.
You couldn't get that out of there with it coming along, buddy. There's a problem. Good pad back in, so you pulled it a little bit.
Wine.
Torch is fine.
Well, be back with you after a bit here, after we figure this one out. Alright, all I did was tap on the shaft inside here. Whoa. And then get a punch and just kind of tap on this, trying to bust the rust free just by jolts and banging on it. Not too hard, but enough. And it finally kind of broke free, and now it should come off of here. And there it is. There it is. That's what this cruddy sucker looks like. Yeah. Okay. Got this thing off. It's all jacked up as far as rusted and messed around. Come off though, had to beat on it. And then this should come off of here too. More tinkering. It'll come out.
Look at that. Looks like a snake for a drain.
Well, this comes out, and then we just got to use our 4-point socket, and there it comes. Right there it is. Look at the junkness in that. Got some cleaning to do, but it'll work in the end. Alright, so a little bit of time has passed, like a half hour, 45 minutes. Cleaned this up, got it painted. Obviously we'll put grease on here, and it's already dried to the touch. Moving over here to some parts you had seen earlier, all greased up with some rust on them. They've been cleaned up fairly well, and they should go back together fairly nicely. So that's our next step here, and also I'm going to put the new brake line on quick too, other than attaching it to the new caliper, because we're not there yet. So as you can see, we got the rotor onto the hub. So I got the first, I guess, lock nut on there. The first one has a little nipple on it that sets on this, and it faces out. So that's a key moment right there. I hope I did the other one right. Feels right. Seems to work. So now we'll put this on, and there's a little keyway in this one right here that goes on this shaft in here. You just got to feel and line it up, and then push it on back. This might take a second, but it didn't. Did it go right on there? I think we're already on. It slid down in its spot like it's supposed to. Yeah. Okay. So now I got to grease this up here yet. Kelsey, can you get that grease gun? It's up so everything's nice and greasy. Why? Because it's supposed to be, I guess, because that's how it come apart. Just put it back together like you took it apart. Not any kind of professional, just the guy who does the thing. Okay, once you got this all greased up, I don't think it matters on this one. I don't feel anything different about it. Just put it on. I'm going to guess. Okay. I read that the first lock nut on this 77 F150 four-wheel drive is supposed to be 50 foot-pounds. So now we got that on there.
That's nice how that just goes in there, isn't it?
Yeah, everything's
for once
cleaned up and nice.
Sure didn't come off that way.
Yeah, let's just hope it works that way. Put the breaker bar on this one because I got a better feel for how it feels. I think that should do it.
Every bit of it. Better than most.
I think that's okay. You want it free a little, but you don't want it real free.
Not much different than this, I'd say. Yeah. Maybe less.
Okay, so next be the spring. Wherever the spring.
Right, here's the spring.
Then we're gonna need some grease.
It's already got.
That's oil.
That's motor oil on it. You want grease?
Yeah. If you think this is good.
Well, this
stuff.
is what people want to see, I think. More.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. And then you can decide what
you want to do.
What you want to put on it or not. We decide this one.
Yeah.
Make enough movies as it is.
This should go in there. Maybe.
We have to kind of like clock it. There you go. Now what goes on to that?
Next thing with my greasy hands is going to be that here. Yes. That whole dealio there.
There you go.
More grease though. We gotta grease up again big time on this. Oh, look at that, how nice that goes in now.
I spent 45 minutes on that
45 minutes to 3 hours.
Yeah, 45 minutes to 3 hours, give or take an hour.
Give or take 1 hour. Now that's funny.
Spent a long time on it, but it didn't take very long.
That's kind of funny, actually, I think.
Well, I guess what you're meaning to say is you spent a long time. It seemed like you spent a long time on it, but it really wasn't.
It wasn't any time.
There's a lot of tedious work. Every one of those, you had to go in between every one of those teeth and gum it out, basically.
Yep.
You had to gum all those out, every one of them. Wire wheel them. Uh-oh.
Hopefully we're not running low. We're almost done.
I'm not getting a lot of pressure out of this gun. But those teeth had to be cleaned individually.
Not done yet. Gonna need more. Gonna need...
But being a dentist in a trailer park, you just couldn't have had enough work.
Okay, so as far as I know, when this is in here, like this, it rides like this. You know, obviously not like that. Runs perfect like that, and then when you put it in 4-wheel drive, it syncs that up, and now 4-wheel drive works.
Not sure why it did that. Repro.
Mm-hmm. It's
gotta be about it, right?
It'll go when it's on the right spline, I guess.
That spring pushing it back out like it probably should be.
Yeah, it's doing its thing. It's just... It's got 2 sets of spline.